So I'm going to take 7. My first question is, what's the type of therapy that you wish you could experience but haven't? A type of therapy that I wish I could experience is definitely drawing and painting therapy. I would say my main type of therapy I use is music therapy, which has been my lifesaver. Like, music is just such a coping mechanism. Like, such a coping mechanism. And I really love it, and I love writing music, and it has saved my life. Like, I don't think that I would even be alive without music and being able to make music and express myself in that way. But I really, like, it saved my life. But I would always love to try drawing therapy and painting therapy, because I think drawing and painting therapy is so fun. And I think it is the most amazing thing ever. And would be so amazing, but I am not good at drawing, so I haven't done that yet. But I do want to do a lot more music therapy, because music therapy has helped me so much and makes me so happy. But yes, that is question number 1. Ooh, that's a good question. Let me get my recorder. Sorry, I'm filming a lot of stuff right now. Question number 2. What sparked your passion and interest in mental health? So, what sparked my passion and interest in mental health? I got this passion and interest about, I would say, 4 years ago now, because when I went to school, I dealt with a lot of my friends committing suicide and having suicide thoughts, and really, lately I just saw how depressed everybody was, and I was getting bullied myself and dealing with depression as well. And so it was really a devastating time. And this was a really long time ago too. And I just noticed that everybody around me was feeling the same way, but it didn't feel like anybody cared or anybody was doing anything. Like, it didn't feel like anybody was doing anything about the teen suicide that was going on. And nobody wanted to talk about it because it was too heavy, and I just thought that was always so devastating, and it was such a real issue, and this problem really needed to be solved. Like, it really needed to be solved ASAP. So I mainly got really passionate about teen suicide and just suicide in general, and suicide prevention, because I just felt like there has to be better ways than this. Like, there has to be a better way to deal with these issues and find a better solution. So that is how I became very passionate about mental health and mental illness. You're a beautiful girl. God bless you. Hugs. Oh, thank you. You're a beautiful girl. God bless you as well. You are absolutely beautiful. I really appreciate that, and really appreciate your kind words. It's really, really nice. So I'm gonna try, if you can get these questions in the question box, make sure to get it into. But yeah, so I'll do question number 3. how do you handle hate comments, and how do they affect your mental health? I am very, very, very lucky because everything that, because I've always been somebody who really doesn't care what other people think naturally. Like, I feel like that's God's gift that God's given me, which is I really don't care because I'm very confident in myself and I really believe in myself and who I am as a person. And I've had to because I've lived a very complicated life that not a lot of people have understood. It's been very complicated and very strange in a lot of ways because I don't know, it's been a journey. And also I've been bullied like most of my life, like from preschool. And so I'm very used to it. And it's like, only you know your story and only you know your truth. Like, you're the only person in the world. And I want you to remember this. Like, I'm not just talking about me. This is for you. But, like, you're the only person in the world who truly knows your heart and truly knows everything you've been through. What it's like to be you. What it's like to get up in the morning. And what's going on in your life. Like, nobody can really judge from the outside because they aren't living your life and they don't know what's happening and only you know your story. So I think the key is just you owning your story, and it's like you owning yourself before they do. And so then when other people say stuff, it really doesn't matter. So for me, when people say stuff, it really doesn't affect me. I really mean it. It doesn't affect me. But I think that, I really think that another important thing is having empathy for people who are being rude to you, because I think you need to understand where they're coming from and being like, you know what, people are going to judge. People, yeah, sure, it looks like that from the outside, so people are going to say that. So you really have to, I don't know, you just have to accept that people are going to have an opinion. And everybody's entitled to opinion, and say they can have that. And also just loving everybody. Like, I love all of my haters more than just as much as the people who are really kind and lovely and that are really nice to me. You know what I mean? Like, I really have empathy for both. And you also have to see what's coming from hate, what's not coming from hate, and try to not take things sensitively. And that really helps me because, and luckily the hate just really doesn't affect me. So I've been very, very, very lucky to be able to be a really strong person. And I really am actually thankful for all my experience and all the bullying and all the abuse and all the other stuff that I've been through, because it's really made me a stronger person. And it's really made me who I am and made me more of a loving person. And it's like, I want to be friends with my haters too. Like, I want to talk to them and hang out with them and be their friend. I really want to be everybody's friend. Like, I really, really do. So, for sure. And it's really not an issue for me. And I don't think everything comes from hate that people that say are mean. Like, I don't think a lot of it comes from hate. So it's really not an issue for my mental health. Thank the Lord. And I feel like that's such a gift from God. So thank you so much, for God, for giving me that gift. And I don't want haters in your life to get to you either, because there's no reason. Like, remember, what people think about you is irrelevant. You just have to live your life the way that feels right to you and the way that's good for you. And that's what matters. You know what I mean? It really is. And living life the way you want to live. Like, I know for me, I really just want to live my life for God. And my priorities in life are living life to glorify God in every way that I can, and living life to serve other people and not myself. And I know that that's what I want to do with my life, and I want to live a life of service. So I really focus on that every day. Okay, now let's get to how many questions have we done? We did 3, so let's do question number 4. Which one should we do next? Let's see, I've tried to get them in the question box, so if you could get them in the question box, I definitely will. Oh, but I'm not going to put this in the radio show, but somebody said, would you be open to talking about the medical issues? So yes, if you don't know, the reason why I've lost a lot of weight has been medical issues, and there's other reasons too, and there's a lot of reasons, and and I see a lot of people saying, what's your story, and stuff like that. It's a long story. It would take me a really long time to talk about all of it, and I don't know if I'm going to share how I'm going to share, but I think little by little I'll share more, absolutely. But I don't know if I'm going to share it right now, but I may make some TikToks about it. Let me know if you think I should, or if that would be helpful to you. I really don't want to trigger anybody, but if anyways I think that maybe that would help me not trigger people in a way, I would hope so, because I really don't want to trigger anybody, because triggering people makes me so upset, and I never want to trigger anybody. And I think maybe if I showed the reality of my situation, that maybe that would help people not be triggered. But I also, for me, I just really want to sing, and I want to be a singer first and foremost. And I said the reason why I never shared my chronic illness story and all my chronic illness stuff was because I never wanted that to define who I was.